Welcome to Week 5 of the Chopping Birds Weekly NFL Podcast. I am, of course, one-year co-host, Pork Chop, here with
Big Bird.
And after the first quarter of the season, we have a four-way tie.
We all suck.
We suck, but we're also good at the same time. But mostly we suck.
We all suck together.
We have a four-way tie between me, Chris, Michael, and Ashley.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's like the AFC South. That's what we're all.
Everybody's 2-2 going into Week 5.
Who's gonna win?
It's like I saw that and I was like, oh God! Like literally, you guys could be like anybody in that division could be like a field goal away from getting to the
First one to nine wins.
Exactly.
The division.
It is ridiculous.
First one to stay over 500 for more than 2 weeks.
So there's nothing really to talk about.
Well,
Trubisky's hurt.
The biscuits. The Trisket.
The Trisket cracked.
The Trisket is cracked,
it
no
broke.
Surgery required.
Which is good for him. Drew Brees is still out. He's probably going to be out for another few weeks. I did like that.
Do they even need Teddy? Do they even need him? Teddy B beat the Cowboys.
Teddy B beat the dink and dunk Teddy B. Like I've already spoken my piece.
I've already seen your rant.
I've already spoken my piece.
And I loved it.
Come on, Skip.
I loved your rant.
You like my rant?
Why?
You like it when I get angry when the Cowboys
I
lose?
do.
It annoys me. But yeah, Teddy. Did you see that? Was it the Bleacher Report? Or whoever does the series, the cartoon series?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Bleacher Report, I think.
Yeah. It was like the video of like all the starting quarterbacks have gotten hurt. And
yeah.
Drew Brees is like, guys, I'm only gonna be out 6 weeks. All you gotta do is win 3 games. I got this. It's like that's pretty accurate. Like they all they have to.
Hey, they're 2-0.
They're 2-0 with Teddy B and Taysom Hill, which he didn't really do much against the Cowboys, but
they can't really use him that much because he is the backup now.
Yeah, he's
the next man up.
He still plays football, so that's the position he plays is football. So
there we go.
Quarterback is not going to hold him back. Also, apparently, the Bears just need a backup quarterback to beat people still. Like, they don't need Trubisky, it looks like. And Chase Daniel is what we call in the industry a journeyman. He's been on, 4 teams in his career?
A few teams.
Because he got drafted by...
Let's see. Chase.
The Chiefs.
It's good about having... It's nice to have a laptop right here.
I think he got drafted by the Chiefs, and then he went to... I think he went to one of the NFC East teams for a little bit. I can't remember. I think he went to the Eagles for a little bit.
He was drafted by the Redskins.
The Redskins? The what? Really?
The what?
What? I didn't even know that.
I can't see. Let's see how long he spent each place.
So, Washington. I don't know. He's a backup in Washington, apparently.
Let's see. He was on the Redskins. He was not selected in the draft. He was undrafted.
Oh, so the Redskins picked him up.
Redskins picked him up.
Because I know he went to Missouri. That's all I know is that.
He was with the Redskins in 2009.
Uh-huh.
The Saints from 9 to 12.
9 to 12.
The Chiefs from 13 to 15.
Yeah, I think he was there the longest.
Saints and Chiefs the longest.
Yeah, longest. Yeah.
Philly for 1 year. New Orleans again for a year. And now he's been with the Bears this is his second year there.
Oh, and apparently he's getting paid a lot of money to ride the bench, but now he's got to go into the starting role. But he's a journeyman. He's the definition of journeyman. What else is there? Oh, yeah, the Minshew Mania still going strong. People still want to talk about him.
I don't buy it for a second.
I don't either.
It's called having no tape.
Yeah, no tape on him.
Look at Baker.
And he could still throw footballs over the mountains, though.
That was a pretty good skit that ESPN did.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
The Minshew, the mustache of Uncle Rico. Baker, again, it's a sophomore slump for a reason. Everybody goes through it. Mariota went through it. Dak went through it. What?
Just watching. I had a text.
It's like, oh my God.
Skip, any thoughts?
It's a Minshew painting is a hoax.
Yeah, no thoughts.
What else is going on? Still no AB.
No.
Nobody's
the Titans rookie quarterback running back. The Titans rookie receiver from Ole Miss did good.
Yeah?
He had 4 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Good for him. So Marcus might have somebody to
throw to. And then Davis had 5 catches for a touchdown and 100 yards as well.
And I'm proud of y'all. Y'all are like one of the you've had the least turnovers.
We have 1 fumble.
Y'all have had the least amount of turnovers. Like one of the top 5 teams when it came.
We have the least amount of turnovers.
So there you go.
We are number 1.
I am proud of y'all.
We have 1 turnover. Marcus has none.
Dak's thrown 2 picks already.
Is it only 2? I thought he had 3.
I think he's only thrown 2. Once against the Giants, and then once against
The Saints.
the Saints. I think that's it.
Let's see stats.
But Zeke has a fumble.
Oh,
Witten has a fumble.
Oh God.
So we've turned the ball over. Oh, he has 3. Who the hell is the third one?
Redskins, Dolphins.
Dolphins. I forgot about the Dolphins.
He's thrown one in each of the last 3 games.
There you go. So just one.
Although this is concerning slightly. Slightly. If you look at Dak's last 3 games, I didn't realize this. I obviously didn't know. Over the last 3 games, Redskins he was 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, passer rating 123. Good. Dolphins 246, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, passer rating 94. Not bad. And then Saints 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and passer rating 70. It's just going downhill.
Is it going downhill?
I don't know what's that.
But we did play.
My favorite meme though, it was Dak Prescott he's like looking like a drug addict. He's like, hey, he had like a hoodie on. He's like, hey, you got any more of those crappy teams? I was like, maybe that just made me laugh.
Well, if we can get past the Packers this week, we have the Jets after that, so we might be okay.
I was like, let's see, let's look at.
And then we get the Eagles after that, so.
No, that's
we'll see how that goes. But anyway, we'll get to the picks when we get to the picks, obviously.
Yeah. Well, we're a quarter way through now. We have to do our predictions.
We do. And I think so far, I mean, the Cowboys are technically still winning the East, so I got that one right.
There you go.
The Patriots are still winning their division, so I got that one right. The Browns are...
Technically,
they're winning their division. I think I got that one right.
And then Casey's winning.
Casey's winning. That's
I think we're right so far because we both picked New England. We both picked the Browns. We both picked. Let's go to the AFC first.
Yeah.
Okay, so New England obviously.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's a 4-way tie in the South. Who knows? North, we've all figured Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean,
if I can remember off the top of my head.
And the KC in the West. Now the NFC, I think we had with the New Orleans in the South. That's still
technically
because Atlanta's ass and Carolina is apparently good now. That's
and then Tampa Bay just turns it on whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, apparently. East, we both had the Cowboys winning.
Yeah.
The North, who do you think? Who you got in the North now? I got Green Bay still.
Green Bay probably. If not, then I'll probably go with the Bears. But didn't I say the Bears were like going to be last or something like that?
But look at Detroit.
Yeah, they're doing some stuff. I got a friend of mine that's a Detroit Lions fan.
They almost beat KC.
He's like, the Detroit Lions have been rebuilding since they became a franchise.
I mean,
they had them dead to rights, and then KC had to come back at the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
So Detroit might have a few tricks up their sleeve.
I was looking at that. I was looking at the Cowboy schedule with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
He was obviously a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
And then
everybody in your family's a Cowboys fan except for you.
Yeah. Well, not all of us will be right.
Where did you go wrong?
I'm also a Longhorn fan.
There you go. Aggies.
I was just the
everybody's Aggies and you're a Longhorn fan.
My dad's Tech. Dad's Tech.
Oh, Dad's Tech. Your mom was A&M, right?
Yeah.
And then your sister. Oh,
yeah.
She goes between.
She roots for Ole Miss.
Hotty toddy and.
But Ole Miss is just not good.
No. They got 1 year left? Is this the last year of their suspension?
I think they're free.
They're good? Okay.
But they won't make it anyway.
And then now Mississippi State is in trouble, so...
So Mississippi's just stupid.
Just don't... Don't go to Mississippi.
Don't go to Mississippi. You know?
Unless you're cutting through to go to Tennessee like your aunt does. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, you're going through the schedule with your dad, with the Cowboys.
I'd say that Detroit game doesn't look as easy as it once did. If y'all playing in Detroit, it's like, that should be a win, but... maybe not.
We'll see what happens because that's towards the end of the season, right?
I'll see.
It's kind of towards the tail end of the season. So Detroit might be on cloud 9 by then, or they could totally be just.
You'll have the Eagles next week.
Oh yeah, the Eagles next week. I guess my week's mixed up.
And you have Vikings, and then Jets, and Giants, which they might be good with Daniel Jones. It's in New York.
Yeah, it might be.
And it'd be a little chilly. And then you have the Lions, yeah. Okay.
So it's towards the tail end of the season.
Yeah.
So,
and then
what was your dad saying? The Detroit game was just...
Oh, we were just talking about that. That was maybe not so much of a gimme as it was.
As a dub already. Already crowning him. You want to crown him? Then crown him.
Eat. You see that? What's that? That's a W.
Let's eat one.
Let's eat some.
And they got eliminated from the playoffs that game.
Let's eat some.
Let's eat one. That's a W. So, anything else you want to talk about before we get to these picks?
No.
No? Okay, so without further ado, week 5. Chris, do I have to ask you? I mean, do I honestly have to ask you? Every fucking week, do I have to ask you?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and ask you. Who you got? Wait, you have your shit show of the week already.
No.
Okay, I'll fill a little time. So, there's once a little boy, and his name was Christopher.
Found it.
Okay. The end. The end.
Didn't take long.
Okay,
Okay,
so
here we go.
who you got?
Yeah, this is an interesting one.
Tonight's game is interesting AF.
Oh wait, I don't have it. I was in week 6 for some reason. There was a boy.
This was one named Christopher. He had a beard, and he lived in an apartment with his fiance and 2 dogs. And then one day, one dog decided to get their... Okay, there we go. You guys are never going to hear the end of the story. All right, let's go.
All right, well tonight, toss up.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Rams versus the Seahawks.
I'm still going to go with the Rams.
I'm going Seattle.
But honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Seattle, Seattle, it's either feast or famine with Seattle. They're going to win by a field goal. They're going to win by 3 or 4 touchdowns.
I'm going with Seattle solely because...
You know what? Switch me to Seattle.
That's already locked in. I'm sorry.
Locked in? Forever?
I was just going to say, I'm going with Seattle purely because of the fact that they're the home team. And the home teams win a lot on Thursday nights. Home teams win 80% or something like that on Thursday nights.
There you go. That's a good reason to pick Seattle.
So, I mean, we lost to Jacksonville when we were away. So
I'm sorry, Miss
Jackson.
Jackson.
So fuck it, right?
So fuck it, right?
Alright, here
Fuck
we go.
me, right?
Ouch. Here we go. Didn't take long, but here's our shit show of the week.
Already, huh?
Our shitbag titty fucks of the week.
Shitbag titty fucks of the week. Bob Menery.
Thank you, Bob Menery.
Shitbag titty fuck.
Oh, man. We have with a combined record of 7-1.
Oh, dear God.
The Cardinals at the Bengals.
I'm going to go with the Cards.
I'm going to go with Arizona, too, just because Cincy's so bad. Cincy is awful.
Yeah, Cincinnati was winning that Monday night game for a minute.
Hey, the Dolphins had a lead at one point.
They were up 3-0. Like, yeah, we got this.
The Dolphins were winning 7-3 at one point.
And then the Steelers went 27 points unanswered.
Yeah. It's because
the Dolphins are actually what?
I saw a meme on the way home. It was what was I gonna say? It was you know the meme where it's the couple, he's looking back at a different girl and the girl he's with is mad?
Yeah.
He was Cincy, and it was I guess his girl was Dalton. He was looking back at Tua.
Yeah.
It made me laugh.
Yeah, Cincinnati would be surprise, motherfucker. They're going to go to number 1 and take Tua.
Right.
That's okay. Number 2 can take Jake Fromm.
Number 3 can take Burrow from LSU.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then, what's his name? Ellinger, if he goes up.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
Don't put that.
Ellinger's going to go up.
Don't put that evil on me.
Hey, it happened to Johnny Manziel. I kind of want the favor to be returned.
Favor? We didn't do anything.
I know. I wanted Johnny to stay there all 4 years.
Well, yeah.
But fuck me, right?
Johnny's just... Okay. Johnny...
Maybe later. We're recording, dear.
Johnny should have stayed all 4 years. All right, here we go.
He did.
Toss it.
All right.
Bills at Titans.
We are the Titans.
The 3-1 Bills against the who knows Titans.
Yeah.
It depends on what Titan team you get. You get the Browns or you get the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, it just...
it's in Nashville.
The Bills, God bless them, lost by 6 points to the GOAT. And they were actually looking pretty good at one point, and then it just kind of fell apart on them.
Yeah, we did beat the GOAT by 20 last year.
You did beat the GOAT by 20.
So I just don't know.
So that's the chain. It was like the Patriots beat the Bills. The Bills or the
Bears eat beats.
Bears eat beats. Bears beats the Bills. I don't know. Anyway.
So who you got? Tennessee or
Let's
Bills?
go with Tennessee.
All right,
let's go with the Titans.
I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a good game.
The Titans.
It's gonna
Tennessee.
be. It's 2 of the top 5 defenses. So it's gonna be 13
and
to 10.
At least amount of turnovers.
It's gonna be the first one to score more than 10 points.
Yeah. It's like great.
Watch it be 35 to 10, 35 to 30 or whatever. Something stupid like what?
Yeah. Or 16 to 10 like they did with the Patriots.
I'll take that as long as we win. All right, Bears at Raiders.
The Bears. Watch Chase Daniel be like the answer that the Bears have been looking for, not Mitchell Trubisky.
I'm gonna go for Chicago too, just because that defense though.
The Raiders though.
The Raiders kind of suck. Here we go. Bucks at New Orleans.
Go Nola. You gotta go Nola.
I'm going no. Wait, do we have anything different so far? No.
No, but like so far, it just seems like the Bucks, like I said, can turn it off and on when they want to. Maybe they'll turn it on.
I think it's turned off.
But yeah, it might be turned off for a couple of weeks or so. Okay, Scotty, you protesting? You think Tampa Bay's gonna win? You think you're better than me?
He's like, yeah, I'm an Aussie.
Blue-eyed bastard. Blue eyes, white bastard.
And then we have toss up.
Oh.
Vikings at Giants.
I'm still going with the Vikings, man.
You're still going
Kirk Cousins just needs to get his head out of his ass.
Like, imagine if any other quarterback apparently had those two receivers.
Yeah, Thielen and Diggs.
Yeah, like those two you shouldn't lose.
Yeah.
And you have who's the running back?
Oh crap! I forgot his name.
Hey Siri. Who's the starting running back for the Minnesota Vikings?
The starting running backs for the Vikings are Dalvin Cook.
Okay.
J. Ham.
Thank you. Dalvin Cook. I mean, you got Dalvin Cook and you have those two receivers. You should score more than what they scored last week, like 6.
Exactly.
Like
and
6
then Thielen kind of put him on blast.
He says, like, might as well put my wife at quarterback.
Yeah, he said
like,
that.
Damn.
And he's like you have to run the ball and you have to throw the ball consistently to win football games in the NFL.
That's true.
And he said, and we're running the football. That's pretty. He kind of left it at that. He didn't say his name, but it's kind of like, you need to get your shit together, Kirk Cousins. We paid all this guaranteed money for you.
Shit. Fully guaranteed.
It's like somebody had mentioned, it was like, okay, you go from Teddy Bridgewater, which was good for you, and then you had freaking Case Keenum, who took you to the playoffs, and then said, no thanks, I'm good.
I mean, these two receivers made Case Keenum look like an all-star.
Yeah, exactly. If Case Keenum would have stayed there for like 5 years, he probably would have been a Hall of Famer. Who knows?
Oh,
but, good God.
And now Case Keenum has been replaced by Haskins.
Oh, my God.
And Haskins threw 3 picks.
And Haskins threw 3 picks, and then they're just saying, they're looking at Colt McCoy as like, you better get your ass ready.
I was like, I know you're hurt still, but be ready.
But man up.
It's McCoy's time to shine.
Rub some dirt on it. Yeah, it's time for, is he number 12 still?
I think he's
16. I think he's 16, which is weird because, growing up as an A&M fan, seeing him with number 12 was kind of a given. But it was just like, what the hell? I think he's,
Colt McCoy practicing, Case Keenum not.
Oh.
Damn.
So maybe Colt might be starting on Sunday. Who knows?
Let's see what this says.
Because Haskins, he went out there way too early. They moth into the flame.
Apparently, I'm reading right. I just Googled Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
They haven't named a starter for Sunday yet.
Well,
in Washington.
If you had two shit shows and an unknown.
Oh, here we go. This one says, this is NBC Sports Center. It says Colt McCoy looks likely to start Week 5.
There you go. So it might be, yeah.
I mean, maybe
might be the Colt.
It's Colt's time to shine.
Might be the Colt's time to
I never said who I got. I'm gonna take the Giants.
We're not even talking about the Redskins right now.
I'm gonna take it's Minnesota versus New York.
Yeah, Minnesota.
I'm taking the Giants.
I'm taking Minnesota.
All right, Jets and Eagles.
Let's go with the Eagles.
Fly, Philly, fly, whatever it is.
Fly Eagles, fly.
Yeah, that thing.
And then they teach you how to spell Eagles in that song. The most intelligent teams have they spell their names in fight songs.
Oh my.
Like Jets and Eagles, like they spell their names.
E-T-S.
Eagles.
Alright, here we go.
Fuck.
Maybe toss up? Ravens at Steelers. Probably not a toss up. I'm going Baltimore.
Baltimore. I think it might literally run all over him. Not bad for running back.
Not bad for running back. That made me laugh. That's funny.
I don't know, man. Rudolph looks really good against Cincinnati, but
it was Cincinnati.
So I mean, that's not really. That's kind of like a left-handed compliment. Hey, you looked really good against Cincinnati.
But how about we got the Patriots at the Redskins? Speaking of the Redskins,
let's go with Redskins. I'm just kidding, Patriots.
No,
you kidding me? They might be the last surviving undefeated team.
Well, they have the easiest schedule, for God's sakes.
For God's sakes.
Do they need it? Do they need the help?
No, not really.
No, but they won the Super Bowl again.
Not really.
All right, toss up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We got Minshew versus what's his name for Carolina?
Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen.
So Allen versus Minshew. I'm gonna take Minshew.
We got the Jags at the Panthers.
I'm gonna take the Minshew. Minshew mania is
Take
gonna
the-
extend itself one more week.
I'm gonna take Carolina. Carolina's won 2 in a row with this guy, and
Former Aggie.
Cam Newton who?
Yeah, Cam who?
Yeah.
Granny Newton.
Granny Newton who?
Yeah.
Looking like Whitney Houston. Who?
Yeah, Cam Houston.
Cam
Cam Houston. I want that trademark. I want a nickel every time somebody says it.
Houston.
Cam Houston.
Here you go.
Thank you.
That's a nickel. With the Falcons at the Texans. Let's say Houston. I mean, it's Atlanta.
That could be interesting.
I assume Houston. Houston sucks this year too.
Yeah.
The whole AFC South is very interesting.
McBride or whatever. I don't know, man, if he's the answer at coach because he just can't catch a break.
Who?
Their coach, McBride. O'Brien.
O'Brien. Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien. Where the hell did McBrien come from?
McMinshew?
McMinshew? McDaniels, maybe? I don't know. And anyway, O'Brien. I don't know, with his butt chin.
Yeah, right. All right, so you're taking...
Not the Texans.
You're taking Atlanta.
I'll take Atlanta.
Who we just bent over and showed and called them.
It's bent over and showed them the 50 states.
What? Like, we were up 24-6, like... We were like 24-6 at halftime, and like I think Marcus went 200 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half, and didn't do a damn thing in the second because he didn't have to.
Oh, there you go.
It's a nice one. You don't have to do anything in the second half.
Exactly.
Just run Henry, let him get his 100 yards, and move on. All right, and then that should be easy. Broncos at the 0-4 Broncos. 14.
The Broncos. The new Browns.
The Broncos.
The Broncos.
At the Chargers.
Go Chargers.
Yeah, that
Go.
one's not much of a competition.
Oh my gosh, man.
All right, there we go. Toss up. Your 3:25 game should be Sunday night, but yeah, it's a good Sunday night game too. Packers at Cowboys.
Gonna go with Dallas, even though freaking Aaron Rodgers is like
7 out of 8.
7 out of 8, and they asked him, like, "Oh, why do you do it?" They said, "Oh, it's comfortable." It's because obviously he won a Super Bowl in Jerry World, so he's comfortable in Jerry World.
See, I just need to trade Dak and get Aaron Rodgers. You win everything.
Yeah, 1 or 2 seasons. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers might be undefeated at home,
because he's won 7 out of his last 8 against the Cowboys.
So, I mean,
I'm taking Green Bay.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's just that's the definition of that's my definition of a toss-up.
I mean, will I be surprised if either team wins? No.
Yeah, exactly.
If y'all go out and beat them by 10, will I be surprised? No, they beat y'all by 10.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers is the Cowboy killer, so
he is. That's why I'm picking him.
That's
why I'm picking him. He beats y'all.
You know what? Maybe this will be a counterculture. Go ahead and put me down for Green Bay, so maybe they'll freaking lose to the Cowboys.
Oh my. But you pick the Cowboys every week.
That's why I hate Aaron Rodgers so much, man. He's the Cowboy killer.
All right, not so much of a toss-up. Still gonna be this is a good game going into the season
on paper.
Yeah, Colts at Chiefs. Not as good of a game.
Yeah, not as
It'll be somewhat good. I think the Colts hang in there.
Yeah, the
Colts are a good team.
It's like you're at a restaurant, right? And so you order the fajitas, and the table next to you orders fajitas, and then the table next to you, the fajitas come out and they're sizzling, they're on fire, they smell good, there's smoke, there's everything, and your fajitas have been sitting under a heat lamp for like 20 minutes, and it's just like, here you go. That's this game.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Alright, here we go. The
fajitas.
Toss up. Last game of the week.
Uno mas.
The Browns at the Niners.
The Niners are coming off that bye week, so they might be rested.
Yep.
The Browns kind of showed
up.
Signs of life last week.
They put up 40 against the Ravens.
Which, that's good, because the Ravens should have ran all over them. And I'm going to go with the Niners. Let's go with the Niners.
Cleveland.
So hopefully that'll be another counterculture, because I want Cleveland to win, but I think the Niners probably have a better matchup this week.
Let's see. So the difference is we have one difference.
One difference?
Well, I'm looking. You picked Green Bay now.
Green Bee. The Green Bee. The Green Bean Packers.
Yes. So highlight.
So one difference.
Let's see. No.
Anything else?
Atlanta, Houston.
That 2 differences?
Jacksonville, Carolina.
That's 3 differences.
New England, Washington.
You picked.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
It's like, what?
No, I didn't.
You put Washington, didn't you? You dumb bastard. You put Washington.
Apparently I did. No, I didn't.
Oh, I would have laughed if you didn't notice that till after the game. I was like, oh, Chris, you picked Washington.
No, I didn't.
You stupid son of a bitch. You picked Washington.
No, I didn't.
You made your bet. Now lie in it.
No, I didn't. I would never pick the. I'd never pick them over.
Never pick against the GOAT. All right, guys. Those are our picks. You know the drill. Ashley, Michael, anybody else want to get on this shit show? Just put your picks down below. Comment, and I'll put a heart next to your comment. Ask Ashley and ask Michael. I did that last week, and I think the week before. So, thank you guys so much once again for dropping by. And always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves you the mostest, and
make good choices.
Especially in the goddamn pick'em. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. Say bye, Scouty. All right.